All right. I know what you're saying. The contest. When are we gonna have the fucking mother? Pinhead 1000, when are we gonna have the contest? No, I'm kidding. Listen, if I gotta be honest with you guys, every time I get in front of this camera, I want to be honest with you guys, and the contest that I was working on was going to be sensational. It was going to be a knockout. It was going to be crazy. It was going to be a lot of fun, but it turned out not to be a failure, but to take too much time. And it's taken up so much time that I said to myself, finally I said to myself, you know what, it's not fair. It's not fair to the 100 subscribers that, that have been sticking with me, all this time. The contest was supposed to happen after 100 subscribers, and now here we are, we're at 250 subscribers. And I just said to myself, you know what, it's not fair. It's not fair. So I derailed this contest, the original plan for the contest, and you know what? I'll do it sometime in the future. I don't know. I don't want to. I'm excited to tell you what it is, but I'm not going to tell you what it was because maybe in the future we'll do it. But I got a new contest, and I feel that it's equally as exciting. So let me explain. Being that this is a contest and it's set up like a game. Okay, let me introduce you to our contestants. Okay. So let me first explain that the name of the contest is called Will It Work? And now here we have our contestants, and what they are games of various gaming systems and a game system itself. So the idea of the contest is we're going to subject these games to various, let's say, stressful conditions. And then the question to you is, after they're subjected to these stressful conditions, will they work? So, I have a list here of the categories, and it'll explain exactly what we're going to do. Now, these games are in perfect working condition, and I don't know yet if I'm going to plug in all the systems just to show you that they are in working condition, but they are in working condition. I know that for sure because I've checked them before and played them before. So, this is how it's going to start. It's going to start with the NES game, and the name of that category is Monster Truck Rally. And basically what we're going to do is we're going to run this game over with my car, and we'll see, will it work? The next category is Deep Six, where we take a Genesis game and we're going to toss it into the canal, let it sit there for 24 hours, pull it out, empty it out, dry it out, and we'll see, will it work? The next one is called Sudden Impact, where I'm going to throw this game as high as I can into the air, and it's going to come down on concrete. Now, I'm not the most athletic guy in the world, but I feel I could throw it at least 3 stories into the air. What is that, 30 feet? About 30 feet into the air. So we'll see. After a 30-foot impact onto concrete, falling impact, we'll see if it works. The next category is called Beach Bum. And we're going to take this Atari game and put it on the packing shelf of my car in the blazing sun for 5 days. And we'll see after that, because this is supposed to be a real hot week around here, we'll see after that if this game works. The next category is called the Big Chill. And we're going to take this N64 game, drop it in the bowl of water, and put it in the freezer until it's frozen solid. And you know what? I should have called that one the hyperbaric chamber. Not the hyperbaric chamber. The cryogenic chamber. We're changing that to cryogenic chamber. We're going to freeze her, take her out, thaw her out, dry her out, pop her in the system and see if it works. Next, we got another Genesis game, and the name of this category is What's Cooking? We're going to put her in a microwave for 10 seconds, and we're going to see if she works. And lastly, we got a Sega Genesis Generation 2 system that we're going to do the discus throw. And what we're going to do is we're going to take her out into a field, and I'm going to throw her like a discus as far as I can. And we'll see if she still works. So there you have it, guys. You know what? Let's get this contest started, because it's been way too long. So here we go. Will it work? Okay. So as with any legitimate experiment, I feel it's important that we start with a baseline test to make sure that all these games and game systems work. So here's Asteroids. Okay, as you can see, that's in working order. Here's Monopoly for Nintendo. And Super Scope 6. Okay, FIFA International Soccer. Looks like a charm. Okay, NHL 96. There it goes. And now, here we have Madden for N64.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
As far as the Genesis is concerned, you guys got to take my word for it. It works. I can't find the RF cable for it at the moment, but it does work. I know that for sure. Okay. What we call the Monster Truck Rally. Now my question to you is, will it work? Here we got the Super Nintendo game, and this one's called Sudden Impact. Now what do you think? Will it work? This is one we call the Deep Six.
Holy shit.
Okay, as you can see, our thermometer is pinned. We're gonna give it 5 days like that in the blazing hot sun. Will it work? Alright, so we got a bowl of water here. In our Madden 2001, and the reason why I selected this N64 game for the deep freeze is because not only is it going to be subjected to, you know, the ravages of what water can do to electronics, but it's also going to be frozen. And as we all know, when water freezes, it expands. So it's going to have to deal with the expansion forces of the water as well. So I figured we better pick a rugged cartridge to do the deep freeze, and that is the N64 game. And I put this candle base on top of it just so it stays, you know, in the ice. So let's get this in the freezer. See you tomorrow, buddy. Alright, so here's one we call What's Cooking. We're going to see if this Genesis game can survive 10 seconds in the microwave. I forgot how to use my microwave.
Oh shit. Hold on. Did you grab it?
Will it work?
Go. Go.
A lot of you don't know this, but I was a professional discus thrower in high school. Alright, here we go. Oh boy, that really didn't fly like a discus, did it? I think I threw it wrong. It's been a long time since I've been in high school. So what do you think? Will it work? I gotta thank my buddy Steve for letting me use his backyard here. Trying not to film my bald spot. So this is it, 24 hours later. And our Genesis game has been exposed to salt water, maybe even the occasional nibble from a crab, and what looks like an oil slick on top of the water here, possibly from a boat. Will it work? Here are your lucky contestants. I know. Keep the applause down. Number 1, Monster Truck Rally. If you remember, we ran over this Nintendo game with my car. Number 2, Sudden Impact. A Super Nintendo game that took the equivalent of a 3-story fall. Number 3, Deep Six. This Genesis game spent 24 hours in the deep sea. And as you can see already, these bolts are starting to rust. Number 4, What's Cooking? We put this Genesis game into a microwave on high for 10 seconds. Number 5, Beach Bum. Still out in my car on the packing shelf. It's got 3 more days in this blistering hot weather. And let me tell you something, it's blistering hot. Number 6, Cryogenic Chamber. Oh, hang on. Number 6, Cryogenic Chamber, where we put this N64 game in a deep freeze. And finally, number 7, the Discus. And to be honest with you, I'm not really sure if I spelled that right. If you remember correctly, we threw the second generation Sega Genesis like a discus across a field. So my question to you is, will they work? Now, very simply, in an effort to keep this as simple as possible, in the comment box below, just leave the number, a yes, or a no. Very simple. And the prizes are, the first place prize being Sega Saturn. It'll come with the controller, it'll come with the power cord, but unfortunately it will not have the AV cords. You're on the hook for the AV cords. A Nintendo 64, complete with everything you need to play, and a second generation Sega Genesis. The one that we didn't do the discus throw to. And that'll come complete with all the connections too. And who knows, there might even be some bonuses thrown in there because, hey, I'm Bithead 1000. I'm a generous guy. So there it is, guys. Take your best guess and good luck.